Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Punaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadidamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Namaste and welcome to the show. I'm your host, Alexandra Savithri, Director of the American Reiki Academy and the Vedic Healing Center. I'm a Reiki master, Vedic healing master, feng shui teacher, and spiritual life coach who has practiced and taught spiritual self-development and healing for more than 30 years, led pilgrimages to India, and studied with blessed Indian gurus. In this show, we cover topics related to metaphysics, Reiki, Vedic healing, feng shui, yoga, manifestation, and spiritual growth based upon my studies and work in these disciplines. The aim of this show is to help you awaken and tap into your spiritual power, move energy in your life, and create happiness, success, well-being, peace, and productivity so you may blossom into the best version of you. Welcome to today's episode, which is entitled Manifestation Made Easy. So I want to talk today about manifestation again. We have recently done an episode on this, but I feel like this is such an important topic and one that is so interesting for spiritual seekers and for anyone in general. Too many of us think that manifestation is difficult. I hear people saying this over and over, that they've tried so many different techniques and that manifestation is hard. We tire our bodies and our minds with overthinking and overworking, and still it seems like we have not achieved or manifested what we desire. And so we commiserate sometimes with one another and say, oh, life is a struggle. And we use these negative phrases that we've heard possibly growing up, as if we are pushing against the universe rather than pulling things towards us. So we try to work harder and harder. We read books on being efficient, we try time management tricks, and we feel inside kind of this pressure. We might get depressed or tired or dejected because we are not drawing to us, or we are not creating in our lives the things that we want. And the worst thing is that sometimes we look at our neighbors, people around us, and we compare ourselves. They seem better off, or we wonder why it looks like some people draw things to them rather easily, and yet we are still sometimes sitting here in the same position without the things or the relationships or the money or the opportunities that we would like. And then we may rather erroneously, I would say, conclude that we have bad luck or bad karma, or there are negative forces against us, or the universe sometimes doesn't favor us. Sometimes I've heard people say, especially in metaphysics, that they must have taken a vow of poverty or loneliness before coming into the body, or whatever sad condition they find themselves in, they decide they must have made this decision before they came to this earth. And we might blame people around us. We might blame our parents. We might blame the planet. We might blame our education. We blame any and all things we can outside of ourselves. And we know that this cycle is unhealthy, but somehow we do it anyway, and we bring ourselves into a lower and lower state. And I believe I said in the last podcast on manifestation that one thing is guaranteed: when we are in a low state, we are not going to draw to us what we desire. That is a given. But when we start to do really glorious internal spiritual work, we find that everything emanates from our energy. And so when we increase our energy or our light by increasing our connection to the divine, no longer do we push against anything. Instead, the universe starts delivering things to our doorstep, like Amazon, right? We start to magnetize or pull things towards us. So what's missing is a spiritual practice that sustains, fortifies, and inspires us. And what it does is it makes the energy field so bright, so light, that those things we desire, as I've said this before, start to just be pulled towards us. And it makes each day an amazing adventure that gives life to our dreams. So the practice is so exciting that it lights up our whole day, every single day, and every day becomes more and more beautiful. And then we manifest what we need and desire without any effort. So today I want to give you a few tips, a few ideas to make your days flow with such ease, with such grace, with such magic, that you will naturally begin to attract to you the things you may have waited a long time for, or dreams that you forgot that you had. And I hope these things will really inspire you. So here they are, 5 tips. The first thing I'd like to say is to start to think of yourself as a creative force. Once you understand this, everything falls into place. So you came here to create. It's simple. To understand and remember that you are a creative being, and therefore you can move anything you desire. It's simply that you have forgotten this and are playing at the effect of others or outside circumstances. And so I want to urge you in this moment to take back your power to create. It's actually your most precious attribute. So tip number 2. I'd like to suggest that you forget, burn, give up, let go of any belief that is standing in the way of your dreams manifesting. And when I say burn, I actually mean that. So you can do an exercise where you write on paper all of the negative thoughts you're having about yourself, about your dreams not coming true, or whatever it is. Make a list, and then at a prescribed time, it could be in the evening, and do this in a safe place, obviously. So you can, do it outside in a little flower pot or something that's safe. Burn them. Make a bonfire. Let them go. So there's something about the fire that really, really gives you a visual and an energetic experience of letting these things go as you see them burn. So the third tip is replace those negative thoughts with a grand list of positive ones. So really list out all the positive thoughts you can think of. And I'm going to suggest that you use the phrase, I am. It's the most powerful thing you can say to yourself. I am happy. I am healthy. I am healthier and healthier every day. I am attracting to me the love of my life. I am attracting to me the next beautiful phase in my career. I am attracting to me the people and opportunities I need at this moment. So whatever it is that comes to you, it should be positive, and it will start with I am. And notice how good you feel when you do this. One of the reasons we chant mantras is, and many of you know I'm a big proponent of the Sanskrit mantras because they've been so incredible in my life and they are part of my daily practice. When you're chanting a mantra, you are affirming, you're stepping into that energy. So it's the power of this sound vibration to say, I am this, I am this energy, I claim this energy. And we're doing this in English by saying, I am happy. The fourth tip is to make a list. And maybe you could do this on your refrigerator. I have a big, it's a board that I bought. It's like a magnetic board that sticks to the refrigerator and I write on this. So make a list of every good thing that is happening to you. So the third tip was asserting, I am happy. I am drawing these things into my life. And now make a list of the proof these things are happening, like a success list, or sometimes people have said a gratitude jar. I like the list better because you can see the items. The jar, you're putting these little pieces of paper folded up in the jar. You can do that too if you like it, and you can see the jar growing with all these little pieces of paper. But anything that happens to you, write it down. So the mind tends to go to negative thoughts. We're conditioned that way. And when you're making a list of positive things that are happening to you, you are reconditioning yourself for positive thoughts. And you're reconditioning yourself to notice the good things that are happening to you. So during the day, you may have 10 good things happen to you. Probably you have a lot more than that, but I'm just giving that as an example, that number. So let's say you have 10 good things that happen to you, but your mind may go to the 40 things that aren't working in your life. So it's just the way the mind works, and partly it's from things that have happened to us when we were younger. And maybe it was people looking out for us, and so they would say to us, oh, be careful, this could happen, or watch out for that thing on the street. It's mostly fears that were put into us with the intention of protecting us, but instead those thoughts may have made us fearful or doubting ourselves and so forth. So when we align again with light energy, with positivity, we are shifting our outlook to what is good and what is great and what is fantastic in our lives. So make a list and fill that up and keep filling it every single day. anything good that happens. You can go there and write it on your refrigerator or record it into your phone during the day if you're not at home. And then at night when you come home, listen to that recording and write everything on the refrigerator, because you'll probably forget about it if you don't write it down or acknowledge it in the moment. You could carry a journal with you everywhere you go, and anytime something good happens, write it down. So that's tip number 4. Tip number 5, and this is the most important tip, aside from these other little techniques that I have suggested and ideas and practices. Tip number 5 is to develop your daily spiritual practice. So I talk about this so much in these podcasts. Whatever religious or spiritual tools you like, do them and create a practice around them that is dedicated, and it is every day. In our classes and programs, I teach tools from ancient India, techniques from ancient India that are time-tested and thousands of years old, such as mantra chanting or meditation or yoga or different breathing or yantra work. And I have transformed, and I continue to transform my life and my outlook on a daily basis by saturating my energy form with the sacred vibrations of these techniques. So your energy field determines your outlook. When you change your energy field, you change your outlook. It's all from the inside out. So we're changing, we're altering, and we're actually not really changing who we are. We are returning to who we are, to our true essence. So what we are changing is the things that have been put on top of that light. That light is the true experience of who we are. So something has interfered with your energy field. As a child, you were pure spirit. I was pure spirit. The world around us interfered with our precious energy fields. And so we must claim it back. Claim back that energy field. That is you. That is your innate essence. And what you do in your practice is up to you, but you will make it daily and regular. Start and end your day with it. So instead of ending with the TV or with scrolling on the phone or the computer, you're ending with your practice. And ideally, we do it 3 times a day. That is to correspond with the energies of morning, afternoon, and evening. Creation, sustenance, destruction. So we are greeting the day with light, with remembering this light that we are, and connecting with the light of the divine in whatever way you like, and then pausing in the middle of the day. And this can just be a prayer over your food, perhaps at noontime, just closing your eyes and going within and connecting again with that light. And then in the evening, as things wind down, saying prayers, giving thanks for the day, letting go of anything that no longer serves you, that didn't serve you, that is contributing to any kind of angst or upset or pressure in your energy field. Some of those things might be that you didn't get enough done during the day, that you didn't do everything you wanted to do, that you had some upsetting experience during the day. Remember, each day is an adventure, and it is unique. It will not be like the day before, and it will not be like the day that happens tomorrow. And that is one of the most amazing things about our experience here. Each day is new and is unique and is filled with new and unique moments that will never, ever be repeated. And so we try to do our practice 3 times, morning, afternoon, evening. Morning sets the tone for the day, creates some sort of focus, regrouping. It's, as I've said in some of these podcasts, we try to do it in the very early morning hours because that's when the energies are so pristine on the planet and you can connect very easily to other realms. I always say this in my classes that my whole life I thought I was a night owl. However, some years back, I started understanding that it was just a matter of shifting my energies, shifting the things I was doing so that I could get up really early and catch those morning hours, which are so incredible. And my time spent in India has helped me with that, because when you go to a spiritual center called an ashram, you align with these very natural energies on the planet of waking up when the sun wakes up. It's a natural rhythm that we want to move our bodies back into. And of course, electronic devices, electricity, everything that is part of the modern world, cell phones, cars have all interfered with this natural rhythm. But when we get back to that experience, we find such health in our energy fields that there is no caffeine needed, no alarm clock needed. Some of my students talk about being woken up at 4 a.m. and they wonder why they're wide awake. At that time, if you are woken up, I suggest that you listen. And listen very carefully for messages. Some energy is waking you up. It could be guides of yours. It could be just your own internal rhythm aligning with that energy. But there's a reason you're being woken up. And if you can, start getting out of bed and actually beginning your day, you will have this incredible block of time before the planet wakes up, where you will tap into very powerful energies that inspire you, inspire your day, give you insights that you won't necessarily get at other times of the day. And what you hear, you can write out, because you also, it may leave you if you don't write it out, or it may stay with you, but be really, really vigilant about why you're being woken up and what that communication might be from other realms. So this Trinity energy runs through everything, and we align with it morning, afternoon, evening, and we set ourselves up for success on all levels. And when we align with this natural rhythm, manifestation becomes so easy. And we find our center in aligning with this natural energy. So when you have reclaimed your center, the act of creating becomes effortless. And when you commit to and embrace your spiritual practice, each day becomes an incredible unfolding of one manifestation after another. And each one is more and more positive, more and more an affirmative statement of who you are and why you are here. And so that list you put on your refrigerator of all your successes throughout the day becomes longer and longer. And those lists of all the negative items that you were going to burn, those lists become shorter and shorter. And soon you don't even really need to do that, because again, it's the notion of the glass half empty or half full. And I think we've talked about this before. So you are just pouring and pouring and pouring cleaner and cleaner water into this vessel of you so that you can remember who you are, and those negative things that once bothered you no longer bother you, no longer have an effect. And that's when manifestation becomes really so easy that you cannot even remember a time where all of those negative energies were so debilitating for you. And that's when we help the others around us. So our goal is to become clearer and clearer and clearer, so that we, of course, can create what we're here to do, but also so that we can help the people around us who might be suffering, who might be in a place where we once were. And we look at them and we say, I know that energy. I've felt those feelings. I can help this person. So your work with manifestation, your work with remembering who you are, your work with remembering that you are here as a conscious creator is not just for you. It's for everyone around you also, because our job is to help awaken everyone to these great abilities that exist within all of us, to help all people around us remember to reclaim their connection to spirit, because that reclaiming is what will light up the being, what will align us again with our innate energies and just amplify the love on this planet. And in that space of love, anything is possible. Love and light, kind of the same thing. In Reiki, we talk about energy coming through the hands, and we say it's light energy, but it's also pure love, unconditional love. And when you're in that space, it's so expanded. And in that space, you draw to you amazing, amazing things. And that's all there is to it. It's just an easy and natural space when you're vibrating in that place of pure love, pure radiance, pure light, pure connection to spirit. I hope this has been helpful. It was a little rambly at the end, but I hope something I said here about manifestation jogged something for you. Please try some of these techniques and let me know if they worked, if you like them. And I'm going to continue doing these podcasts and offering information about all of these topics. And if you like as well, please join our classes or our programs and be with like-minded individuals who are working with spiritual techniques to move energy and to help all of us create the highest version of who we are this lifetime. Each of us has a special role, a special purpose, a special destiny to fulfill. And there is no time like this present moment to move towards fulfilling those destinies. We are here to be of support to one another, and that is one of the reasons I encourage you to reach out and join our lovely community. And so we end with a chant, as always. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace Peace Peace. Om Sai Ram. Om Amriteshwari Namaha. Jai Guruji. Om Namah Shivaya. Hare Krishna.